push-up
the Taliah
contest, then you have to do everything that I would do with my arms. Okay?
Okay, so I'm going to push you into the client so that you can see the champ select.
Spectator, please. Okay, perfect.
Okay, you're signed in. And now we get to talk a little bit about the champions. And I'll, in the meantime, hype you up.
Oh, Lee Sin is one of the hover-overs right now. Now, that's a popular one.
So
that's a side quester.
So I think clearly Tandem Blue side has already prepped a little bit or knows exactly what they want to play coming into this one because we have the Tristana, we have the Rakan. Might deserve to be, now, not probably doesn't deserve to be on the list, but that's definitely close to the bonus points territory. But Lee Sin locked in from Levi 1996.
We talked about Gnar, too. We discussed Gnar because turning Mega Gnar and getting a big Mega Gnar ultimate, like a big play like that in tandem mode can get you very big bonus points.
We also did mention the Taliah. And Taliah is very exciting because getting the flick, getting that side shove feels impossible. Like, I actually don't... So as someone who's smart casts, I assume that, or for myself, I just assume that everything has to be cast in normal order, which is fall apart.
I think for sure in tandem mode, you have to turn off smart cast so that your mouse player can see the skill shot lines. And that would definitely make it easier.
Gnar's going to be locked in. So in terms of the more complicated champions in this game, we definitely have the likes of the Rakan, we have the Lee Sin, we have the Taliah.
Blue team for sure.
Ezreal as well, I really love, because there's a lot of skill shots.
I feel like Ezreal is the red side's only redeeming champion as far as difficulty. Meanwhile, blue side has a bunch of them stacked up. I'm not surprised. You know, with players like Levi, picking up the Lee Sin and stuff like that.
He's gonna give us an insect. And this is what I will say. This is already better than yesterday. If you watched Tandem mode yesterday, obviously all of the players were wonderful. But what we did see were despicable picks, the likes of Yuumi.
There's no Yuumi in this game. We won already.
80 carries, but this is great. I love this too. It took 4 people to bring us to Skinnergy. You may not see it on your screen yet, but we already can. And it is the Pajama Guardian bot lane of Ezreal Lux. And those are the little things, those are the little details that I love.
And if you watch the player cams, they're in pajamas. They're in onesies on stage right now as well. See, so this is better than Skinnergy. This is also real life champion.
Real life. There you go.
Synergy.
I'm gonna run down though. Ooh. Did they agree to this? I'm not sure, but I love what we're seeing already here, Kobe. Straight running down mid. Slightly at an angle. They've veered off of mid. It's a game of chicken. I take it back.
Curve now. Everybody's veering off towards the opponent red buff. So we aren't going to have any sort of confrontation. I like the boldness, though. Everyone's sticking together, too. 10 people per side.
The thing is if someone tunes in and doesn't know that Tandem's going on, the thing that I love about this game so far is you wouldn't really know. It's like you would be like, oh, that's a weird pick game, but you wouldn't assume it's a Tandem game. So far, this just looks like a very serious,
you gotta watch for the details, Daniel. Like
when they
skill shots going backwards. And,
I feel like that's how we should do Tandem. I think Tandem, like one random game during an All-Star Day is a Tandem game, but you don't tell people which one it is. So they're like,
Spot
Faker?
the Tandem. Spot the Tandem, yeah. They're having a really rough day today. I'm actually very curious how the Tandem shot calling goes, because a lot of the Tandems talk a lot during the game, too.
Yeah.
Do they even attempt team-wide shot calling, or is it done through pings?
Oh, Uzi God stepped forward. Good bit of damage comes in from the Gnar. Just going to get walked at by the Mummy, though.
That's a Conqueror Mummy, by the way. Stan Ziv stacking it up there. Conqueror's so good on the new patch. He's making a loop.
Uzi God. Should still be able to get a little bit of damage down. I respect it. So, in this, I love the Stan Ziv duo because it's Stanley and Ziv. So it's the greatest, I think, LMS top laner of all time, in my opinion. Ziv, along with Stanley, one of the most historic, one of the most successful. So, cool little duo. Rakan going to go in. Bad obliterate from the Mordekaiser. And Exosor doing well so far. Haven't seen him miss a Mystic Shot. Haven't seen him really fire one out, however. Conqueror now proc with the Mord. That's going to be bad news for the Ezreal. Obliterate. Where's it going to go? A little bit wide, and that's how you know we're right in the midst of a tandem match. And now Mordekaiser has overstayed his welcome. Mortus, though, the knock-up, the flash away from Pally. Clean play from the Lux so far. Doesn't really look like a not duo. Ooh, Exosor. Now sweeping in. Thanatos. Conqueror, no! That's going to be the pickup, and fantastic start from Red Team.
All right, Hululu trying to finish up Shrimpy Yuka, and he goes for the flash on the chase.
Trying to follow. Stepping forward, a lot of damage coming down, but that should just be it. Rammus now stepping in, going to try to get a bit of damage down. The taunt is there, the red buff to body block, but it goes forward. Why would you walk forward? No! Hululu now trying to escape. Will be able to make it back safely to allied territory. That is a heartbreaker.
All right, that was great. You know if you have that feeling when your teammate does the exact same thing, right? They're one shot away, but they're greeting for the kill. Uh-oh.
Here you go. Taliah should just be taken down here. Rosé going to step forward, but Levi will grab his first kill of the match. And this is the thing, Kobe, is all it takes is one half of the duo to be greedy. Because the keyboard can push flash, and the mouse can click wherever they want.
Yeah, it's important which half of the duo. It's all the mouse. It's the mouse person. That's the one who determines. All right, Stan Ziv goes for it, hits the Q.
Boomerang comes back. It's going to be the bounce off the head of the Amumu. Amumu is going to be a little bit more damage, but Uzi is going to flash forward, and that's going to be it. Taken down in his prime. Stan Ziv could not compete with the Gnar.
No flash on Amumu means still more mobility. Can't close the gap. Bottom side, Levi going to make some moves into the river. Ooh, some dangerous moves.
Forward, good bit of damage. Binding goes wide, not quite what they want, but Levi just trying to sidestep, moving through. Nice jump in from the Rakan, can just battle dance right back. But Mordekaiser's on the way, and they still do not want to get in melee range with this Mordekaiser, despite how far Varant is. It's just taking a lot of incidental damage, but now Tristana's on the way down. Ezreal and Lux need to get out of this one, but they're caught right in the meat grinder. They are going to get a kill back onto Levi, but that's going to be one. That's going to be two. Beautiful coordination from the 10 players on blue team.
See, that was some of the shot calling going on there, right? You have the communication down the river. In the end, they get the extra kills here. So slight, very, very slight lead for the blue side.
It's weird how vastly different that is from yesterday's game. This feels so much more coordinated as we do see yet another all-in taking place in the mid lane. Trimpyuka gonna be in trouble there. Ram is gonna try to finish that one off, but the taunt does come out. I don't think he can finish this kill. I think Tristana's just gonna walk away.
Where's the Powerball cooldown, maybe? Coming back up. A little bit long.
Hololulu turning around for that one. Feels like taunt should be there. Taunt. That's the shell. That's the power ball, but the jump should be up for Hololulu. Is he actually going to be able to make it out of this one? One more auto. Bone plating coming up just in time.
All right. Let's see if he's going to be able to make it happen. It looks like, to me, Shrimpyuka is being a little bit greedy in a couple spots here. Keeps getting punished, too.
And you got to think, this is a pretty difficult champion to play against the likes of Tristana, because Tristana is definitely not on the high difficulty tandem scale. Yes, the abilities can be hard.
Are we rocket jumping?
Right click, and are we rocket jumping? When do I push Q is the only question the keeper
I'm really rooting for this Amumu, by the way, but it's looking rough.
The flash in from Levi. Uzi's going to try to chase him down, but misses the stun. Stanziv not going to get any help from the Rammus, just left to die there as Uzi grabs yet another kill.
Do you think that Stanley actually stands Ziv as a fan?
Stan Ziv?
Stan is an Uber fan.
I wonder.
Because I think so. Or is it the other way around?
It could. I think it would.
They talk about getting inspiration from previous champions.
Yeah, I feel like it would. At some point, Ziv was a Stanley stan. He had to have been, right? Because that's like that.
I mean, even I was. The Vladimir with all the gunblades, the Nidalee.
Oh, pullback does connect there on the bottom side. Obliterate as well. Mordekaiser's going to be able to finish that one. Rakan will get taken down, but a bit of an awkward arcane shift from the Ezreal means that Exosaur, they are going to be in trouble.
Ezreal definitely gets bonus points if he gets a kill on Mordekaiser, too, because significantly more difficult champion.
Yeah.
Chasing him off here and lands some more Mystics. Is he baiting in, though?
Yeah, can just get a little bit of healing there if he has the W available. Harvester. But that Rammus rolling, but will not find anything quite yet.
Oh, he's going to find a Levi. Nice.
Oh, here we go. Hololulu. 5-0 already, looking to make it 6-0 as he goes into the brush here. Blast Cone is there. Hololulu now dominating. And
he wants another.
Exosaur. And this is Holy Phoenix, legendary Khal Drogo lookalike, paired with Bolulu. Ooh, now godlike. So the power of a mid laner and an AD carry put together seems to be quite mechanically good, as much as Tristana is, well, you know, not the most for-fun champ. I think a little bit try here from old Mr. Hololulu.
And we've talked about it a lot, right? A lot of the AD carries are heavily mouse intensive. Oh, gonna get chased down.
There you go. Finally, Tuga's going to get one back. That's just going to reset her bounty, and if he's able to grab the kill, it's going to be a little bit more gold. Trying to finish this one off, trying to sidestep. Where's he going to go? Are they going to be able to get the damage down? That's a double kill for the Taliah. It might just make it a triple. The pullback from Mord, however, is there. Monatus will take down the duo of Shrimpyuka.
Triumph heals him a little bit back up, but he's going to have to give up the Scuttle Crab on a ward right now.
How confident is Hololulu?
Oh,
very. Potentially too confident. Here comes the power ball. Gonna try to aggro the dragon to knock back the Rammus and the flash over the wall. Actually, I take it back. This duo's sick.
Paddling with the flash auto. I don't know about that one.
One more. Where's the skill shot gonna go? Picks it up, gets the passive. That's all you need. Makes it look easy. But now the level 5 Lee Sin versus the level 4 Rammus. Rakan coming in as well, but they don't really have a ton of damage here in this duo. Rammus just gonna be left out to dry as Lee Sin gonna be able to grab that one.
Ah, plenty of damage added by the chickens in that one
Oh,
as well.
yes.
Assistance from the jungle as they chase down Pally.
Pally throws the shield out, but landed some skill shots, but it might be too little too late. Now Ezreal coming in from the side. Doesn't have a ton of damage quite yet, but a dodge on the Sonic Wave may just be enough. Taliah now on the way down. Going to be a pretty big deal if she can lay down those rocks. The Unraveled Earth against the likes of the Rakan and the Lee Sin. Rosé. No. Good damage. Started volley comes in. Ooh, but Levi trying to snipe one on the backside. Level 5 comes in. The flash away from the Rakan. Exosaur finding the kill. That's some clean Ezreal play for two people sharing a champion.
Uh-oh. 1960.
Levi. Hololue is here. Hololue is just going to do so much damage. Here comes Uzi God, smacks him right into the wall, but gets interrupted mid-flight with the Rammus Powerball. That is absolutely massive. Tian Exosaur now trying to run as Hololue is just so incredibly powerful. The reset on the rocket jump. He wants one more, but Exosaur wants to turn it back. He wants that shutdown, and he's going to get it.
Oh, right in the face. Puts a stop to the Tristana. And up until this point, this has been a Tristana smurf in the tandem mode.
Yes.
Talk about it being one of the easier champions, but going down right there, getting the shutdown kill. See if they can use that money, put it to some good use. What's he going to pick up? What are they going to pick up?
It's a good question.
Just pieces. Didn't turn into any full items.
Bits and pieces so far. Going for an expensive build path, it would appear. I'm excited to see what the Mordekaiser duo can do once they get Leandry's under their belt. Leandry's very, very powerful on that champion.
Definitely core item build here. So far, I mean, Blue Squad really pulling away, and even though the Tristana went face planted and died, still the most...
It might not be a problem. The rocket jump, the reset is there. Hololue going to grab yet another kill. Rammus, though, should be able to grab this one.
Red Smite, burn it.
Yeah, burn, the interrupt, nice. And that's going to be the shutdown, so... As strong as the Tristana duo is of Hololue, they are giving a lot of gold over to the enemy team.
It seems like it is a pairing of two very over-aggressive players.
Yeah, absolutely. That extra jump forward, the kick in.
1996, excuse me.
1996.
The incorrect year.
Yeah, he's 300 years younger than you gave him credit for. And what's interesting is that I feel like the other game devolved into chaos so quickly, whereas this one is... We've had a very established laning phase. Yes, we've had a lot of roaming, but like no one has really permanently left their lane quite yet. And Uzi, the Uzi God duo has a 40 CS lead. Which
yeah.
I don't watch a lot of this top lane matchup, but I would say is probably pretty expected.
Top lane Conqueror Amumu having a rough time getting in there with the stand div. But
yeah.
that's really who I'm rooting for. I'm holding out for a late game comeback here.
I want to see the Amumu build, what direction we're going to go. If it's going to be tank with Conqueror, or if we're maybe going to get an AP splash in there. It's going to go in. Now, the Grasp of Death does go a bit wide, so Pally in trouble will most certainly go down. But Hololue can look for the reset there on the auto, but we'll just leap out instead. And Levi just going to walk in and smite him. Levi 19-6, rather. Oh, here comes
okay, let's get something for Amumu here. Rammus in.
Knocking him back. This is your duo. This is their time to shine. The flash forward, the taunt. There's no lineup for the Amumu quite yet, but he's waddling forward. He wants some friends. Will he find one in Uzi God? He's certainly got one in Taliah. Uzi God continues to run, though. He's still alive. He's walking away. The Powerball. He can't do it. He's going to get run down, and that's the goal that they were waiting for.
Shrimpy Yuka coming in to steal the spotlight there. Cut him off at the end. But that's going to mean that Tristana will be left open to roam again. You can see Hololue already shoving that mid wave, and Levi's down bottom prepping for a dive.
Got to feel bad for Exosaur, because Exosaur is absolutely getting picked on. Holds on to the shift for now, and Levi a little bit low, has burned all those cooldowns, picked off Lux right at the start there. Sidestep on the Sonic Wave. That one's going to go wide, though. You can see a lot of mouse action happening, a little bit too much. Missing another Mystic shot. Can they finish off Levi? The shift forward, that's a lot of damage. Just going to die to the tower, but here comes Hololue on the backside. That's going to be one. He's going to be able to grab a second, reset right back onto the Rammus. Death Realm now comes out, actually isolating Hololue with two members of the team. I don't know if that was the one that they wanted. Mordekaiser leaving Hololue to die. He's going to come out of the Death Realm and realize he's in the thick of it. Three teammates, or three enemy members of the team. Six, I guess. Shutdown is there.
Stanziv getting some kills on the Amumu now. Conquer Amumu with full tank items. Starting to stack up. That's their hope. I think Infernal Drake was picked up during that, though.
As it was. Only a 2,500 gold lead, which, given the potential for mechanical missteps, is not a ton.
And you do sacrifice some in mechanics in tandem mode, but having 10 brains on one team should theoretically increase your team's strategy.
Do you think people get smarter the more people you put in a room? Or do you think they get...
It depends on the clear flow of information.
Yeah, that's true.
As long as they all have decently clear comms, then you're going to have more ideas. But if people are adding bad ideas, then you're just going to have more bad ideas in the room.
That's true. I don't even know what communication looks like, because clearly there needs to be communication between each member of each respective duo, and then there needs to be communication between the team of duos. So I imagine it's very unclear when someone says just go in if they're referring to the person controlling their character or if they're referring to the other person on their team.
All right, I've got an idea. Play one headphone off.
I think you have to.
The ear that is next to your duo should be the one that's off. And then you move up and down your mic when you need to have team comms.
Because let me ask you this. If we're all playing Tandem as a caster team,
all right,
and someone just says Q, 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 I'm going to push Q. I'm not going to have time to figure out who's actually saying it. And now the fight is breaking off. Will they be able to grab another one? The knockback is there. Good bit of unraveled earth. Stands in the midst of the entire team. The Amumu ultimate has already been used. He's been kicked right out of the fight. Uzigod wants to run him down, but no, once again, Ram is playing the savior to keep Stanziv alive, and now he may have given his own life as he walks in there. There's just too much damage on the side of blue team.
Blue team, led by the Tristana, is just charging through towers now. See if they can chase down Ezreal and Lux as well. The double slow.
Both going to flash out. They're going to shift out and a flash there from Lux. The double binding can connect as well. They might try to turn on this one. Ultimate for Lux. Could look to be used in the next few seconds when it comes up.
Oh! Little bit more length on that one.
We've all been there.
There's no upgrade. There's no upgrade for that here.
Yep, sadly. We need the full range. That's the thing. It's like, why would you play Lux support anymore when you can play Senna these days? You know, you get the full, the full map.
Senna, a bit too many advantages.
Safe to say. Safe to say. Mordekaiser though with the Rylai's now coming out, so will be a little bit easier to find a target to lock it down for Manatos.
All right, we need to construct a comeback strategy for red team here because it looks like the game's kind of running away from him with the map opening. And actually,
Shrimpyuka is absolutely doomed here.
All right, step one's going to have to be some defensive warding then because they continue to lose track of the Tristana. Bottom side, they're under attack again.
Defensive play, the flash into the W. That is a grand entrance, most certainly. Mordekaiser not going to grab the kill in the end as it goes over to the Rakan, but now the Death Realm has locked down Ezreal. Can he or they survive rather long enough to make it out of this one? It's going to be difficult. The flash finally comes out, but Levi just kicks him right in the face. Levi 1966 finding that one, and Rammus is going to drop as well.
Thank you, MasterCard, for this graph, by the way. If you see that gold graph that was just on your screen. Now, technically, that graph does have a negative y-axis. It's just that red team never got a lead at any point in this game, so you never got to see that there actually is...
Oh! That didn't quite work. Holulu going to try to finish this one off. Come on, Stans, if you could do it one more. Not going to happen. Holulu grabbed it.
He had the heart. You could tell he had the heart. He just kept charging ahead.
This is what we like to call in the biz, baiting your opponents into a false sense of security. This 17 kill buffer, this near 10K gold lead, all just to make them feel confident in themselves. And right when they're feeling cocky, right when they forget that this is a serious competitive match, that's when red team is going to sweep in and take the entire game.
All right. In the meantime, let's look at a replay about how that did not happen. Where Tristana, Holulu again, pretty good communication and control. Let's take another look at the tower dive. Even with the Q landing, had prepped the rocket jump. Nice buffer there.
And Rose now on a killing spree. And they're actually just bouncing across everyone and get a little Goomba stomp there coming in from the side of Uzigod. And Holulu just sweeps in as Levi's going to grab that kill.
Nowhere is safe. Shrimpyuka trying to get back into the fountain.
One more knockup. Shrimpyuka definitely on the retreat here. The flash over from Rammus. A lot of CC present. And we said Amumu was going to be one of the simpler champions, but Amumu also just in the hands of two people does not seem...
Also in a matchup top lane versus Gnar. Oh,
yeah.
Here we go.
That's going to be the taunt. Hand now coming. The knockback is there too. That's a big bit of damage, but it just turns against them in an instant. The Luxalt will connect, but Holulu still alive. No, burning down. The challenging smite. A bit of extra damage to finish the whole thing off.
Now is the time to strike for red team. Tristana is down. Take the option. No ultimate here for Amumu, but Stanziv lands a Q.
But Uzigod is waiting over the wall. Here we go. The flash forward. The Gnar into nothing. Not quite what he wanted, but it still looked very threatening. Uzigod.
He got the stun that mattered.
That's all that matters. And now Levi 19-6. They're trying to make their way out of this one. Mordekaiser now stepping forward. Little bit of damage, but will die to the tower.
All right, they're on the run. Red team.
Rose. Taunt does come through. Lux a little far away for that binding to land.
Shrimpy Yuka surfing on the walls, trying to use that speed. Does get knocked off by the minions. And that will put an end to that chapter, Mr. Dracos.
Yeah.
The next chapter.
What's the next chapter about? You want to give us the...
If it is a red team viewer, then the next chapter is titled Defense.
Defense.
And how to kill a Tristana. A 15-kill Tristana here.
With 2 items completed as well as an additional Vamp Scepter.
I think they're looking at Stanziv. The flash is up on the Amumu.
They have to be. And there's a lot of armor on that duo. They can make something happen with that Amumu.
All right.
But the issue to me is there is a world where you get Ezreal ult plus Lux ult plus Amumu ult plus, I guess, Rammus ult.
Okay.
But I don't know if that ever can happen in a world where 10 people are trying to make it happen and not 5. Ooh, big damage. And also where Hololulu can just do that.
Shield.
Slow but steady burn.
They get it. The 4-player.
Oh! No, Hololulu. Now Amumu is moving in. Ezreal ulti coming in as well. They're determined they want to finish off this Tristana, but now they're in the midst of everything. It's a 5-man brawl in the jungle. Stanziv getting out. Does not have the ultimate quite available yet. Maybe can buy a bit more time, and the Mummy ult can make the difference. But it has not happened yet. They're being herded.
Yeah, herded by a bunch of sharks, actually.
Yes.
That's dangerous.
This is not what they wanted. The knockup does manage to connect, and Hololulu's on the backside, immediately throwing down damage, trying to fish for the reset. He's going to be able to grab one, can rocket jump right back in, but does not even need to. That's 2 for the Lee Sin duo, and 2 for Hololulu.
Yeah, the blue team definitely looking like a bunch of smurfs around here.
This
They close on the tower dive and clean up the entire team. That was a pure ace.
And to be completely honest, outside of some whiffed Mordekaiser abilities,
Yeah.
this has really looked like a pretty decent ELO solo queue game.
Yeah.
Like, I would not guess that all of these people were sharing a keyboard.
Tristana looked like a regular Tristana. I'd say there were maybe like a couple Lee Sin queues that went a little wonky, but it comes with every Lee Sin.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a normal.
Sometimes you queue the wrong way. Bad hands. You know, what can you say? Well, Baron looks like it is set to fall. Ezreal ulti will not be up in time to try to contest, and Lux ult, as mentioned earlier, not quite long enough.
Wait, Levi 19. Okay, there we go. They're waiting on the B press.
And here we go.
Interrupting the recalls.
In my heart of hearts, I believe this was the moment. I thought we were in an anime, and this was the training arc done, and they were going to turn it around. And I was wrong, Kobe. They were herded by the Sharks.
The thing is, they had the Amumu flash, but no Amumu ult. So you had to use the flash defensively, and once they're out with no extra CC, the Sharks attack.
And it's just so easy for Holu to dish out that much damage, and Lee Sin on the front line. It's a meat grinder. You don't come back from that one. But now, we have the Mummy ult.
Okay.
We have Taliah ult to wall them in.
Stan, Ziv, let's get it. The 5-person Amumu ult.
Here comes the flank. They don't even know it's going to happen. Now they definitely know it's going to happen. Uzi God, no rage. Where's the Mummy ult going to go? They know this is the only thing that matters, but the knockup is there. The Lux ult goes completely in the wrong direction. Actually managing to hit a few members of the team. They are going to find the knockback. Slowly but surely the damage comes out, but it is too little, too late. Shrimpy Yuka has to run for the hills.
Oh, no!
Item actives being used. It's a flawless display of keyboard and mouse synergy from the Holy Phoenix Bolulu duo, and that might just be it, Kobe.
Yeah, that's 20. I think when the Tristana hits that 20-kill power spike, that's really the moment where you get confidence.
Yeah. It wasn't the 17K gold lead
no.
or the Baron, but the 20 kills, definitely the big deal.
Yeah, you can see the confidence on display here.
Connecting, but not quite enough. It's a lot of damage. Triumph going to come in as well. They will manage to get the shutdown. That'll keep the game alive for at least a little bit longer, and now they're trying to keep it going. Taliah wants to get something done, but the Mordekaiser is very powerful, and the CC is coming in a little bit too late from the side of the Stan Ziv duo.
Even with the Q backwards, almost 2v1. Tower's going to go down with the buff, though.
They're holding on for now. Decent bit of wave clear on the Taliah with a few items under their belt. But Levi is just going to step forward, just looking for that Q. The Rakan, once again, a beautiful W flash in, but will pay his life to try to do so. Getting cut down by the Amumu. Shutdown gold going over to the Stan Ziv duo. Most certainly will be spent on some more armor. But in the end, will still cost their lives as the double kill for Levi 1996. Tally. Yeah.
Reinforcements arriving now.
One at a time. They're trickling in. Exosaur needs to be careful about this one.
Dip
Can
dive.
they make it out? No.
My goodness, that was good.
Yikes.
Ram is the only one
Yeah.
left. Okay, okay. Everyone remain calm.
Feels
Okay, they're running away. Perfect.
It feels appropriate that it's the football Rammus. You want a defense. We're
Uh-huh.
going to see it. Now it's tower defense at this point, and Rammus is on the wrong tower. So we're going to see, can they stop those super minions? No. That will be a single Nexus tower taken down.
All right, but that super minion really paid the price. You see Shrimp immediately burst it afterwards.
Yeah.
So really, who won that?
And you got to pick your fights, right? Like, you don't go up against the MMA prize fighter that is Holulu at this moment. You know, you got to start in the amateur circuit. You got to start with the big minions.
You send the message by taking down the super minion first.
Yeah.
Then all the other super minions are going to be a bit more wary next time they enter the base.
And when you kill a couple hundred of them, you know, you're going to have enough stuff to go toe-to-toe with Holulu.
All right, let's see. They've returned already.
Con ult does go in. Uzi God going to try to find a big ultimate. Can this be his moment? Uzi God, can he find it? He's just slowly waddling forward as the rest of his team already gets the fight kicked off. The wall up, trying to find it, just clipped it, looks like, by the Lux Laser. He's going to get one into the tower there from Uzi God, but honestly, he just has not been huge in this team fight. Everyone is burning everything to try to get it done, but Stanley is in the death realm with Mordekaiser. He's going to come out and he's going to realize that they have lost the fight despite a massive gold advantage. They've thrown everything away. That's the triple kill for the Ezreal. And the Exosword duo is popping off, cleaning up these fights. And for Rosé,
the combined hubris of 10 players here, Daniel Dracos, as they go for the tower dive. They get punished, and red team trying to get some money back. Stan Ziv not going to be...
he might be strong enough. The health bars are very defensive because the Amumu has a lot of armor and a lot of health, a slow burn for sure, but that's going to be it. Thank you for the zoom in.
And remember the advantage of the Conqueror keystone here for Amumu in the prolonged fights versus the very notorious 1v1 threat that is Rakan.
The fact that you can outplay a Rakan with two people is incredible for Stan Ziv. Exactly what we expected from the duo. And now it looks like there might be some AP coming in, potentially a Leandries for the Mummy.
Okay, okay. Get some burn going on. Knows he needs to get the hard carry pants on here. Currently, looking at some respawn timers for the inhibitors. And in the meantime, it'll be another dragon taken up for Blue Squad. Remember objective focus? You have 10 people say, oh, we made a mistake here with the tower dive. Let's get back to the basics, Daniel.
And that's, I think, what we were waiting for is that shift in mentality. This, you know, blue team lost sight of the prize. You know, and it's admirable that 10 people can focus
Success
back
will go
up.
to your head like that. You
Yeah,
start racking up
all
like
10
this.
of them, really.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
All 10 of those heads.
Just completely full. Well, they've managed to get all 3 lanes pushing as well. Super Minions getting the top ones in place, and they've got mid and bottom ready to crash. This might be the last push.
Did see a brief moment of miscommunication there from Holulu as they jumped into nothing. Potentially the keyboard player wanting to go in and the mouse player saying no, but now they've yanked back Stanziv. And if they can kill him before the fight starts, that's going to be massive. Still waiting on that Amumu ult cooldown. It will be available just about now.
Just in time for a Nexus defense. No flash available, so you're going to have to hit your Q.
I think they can do it. We haven't seen the same coordination since this lead has come out from blue team.
Yeah.
I want to see the Miracle hold or a really sick Lee Sin play. I will accept either.
Did you see the stopwatch that Levi...
I did. That was pretty solid. That's a good mix of keyboard and mouse. Sion now stepping forward. Lux is going to be able to flash out of that one. Rakan leaps in, but it's not going to be able to grab anything. Stand-up going to use that ultimate. Is going to lock up 3. Death Realm does come out, but it might be too little too late. A perfectly timed Lux ult coming out of the end of that stopwatch shuts Levi down, and now they're in the midst of the meat grinder. Taliah needs to get some damage done. Not going to get hit by the Death's Grasp. Stanziv now running for his life. Uzi God left in the midst of the base, but Stanziv's still alive, and they're chasing for him, but the boulder is going to knock him down, and that most certainly should be the end of the game. The Mordekaiser, the Gnar, too strong. You can see in the chat, well, you can't, but I can. We were so close, haha, says Exosword. GG, well played all around, as the tandem mode will come to a finish.
Well done. One of my favorite modes, actually, because it's so fun to actually play it when you're hooked up with someone, right?
Everything feels like an accomplishment. Like when you flash the right direction, you're like, we're so good. We're great.
You're just really lowering your bar of what is a great play. I feel like we should do that in real life. So that our normal days are better.
I mean, honestly, I think everyone, you know, when you nail that CS, when you get that cannon, you be proud of yourself.
And since you have volunteered to be my arms and chest for the day, I think even, even a little bit of food. You volunteered.
No, I didn't volunteer to be your arm. You are the arms in the chest, and I could be the mouth, or I can like hype you up. I can't. Okay. I could be the legs.
I'll go with the hype.
I could be the legs half of the push-up.
I'll take hype. I'll take hype then.
I'll be the legs. The legs seems like an easy burden on the old push-up challenge.
I think I've made up my mind. This one.
And of course, shout outs to the Holu duo. Obviously, a lot of great coordination there. Tristana, I think you lose points for picking Tristana, but obviously dominating like that does give you a little bit of credibility. And of course, when we look back, so many fantastic moments in that game. But in the What's Your Move replay, we had two just epic clashes here.
All right, first one, 13 minutes in. It was the flash over the wall. And this was Tristana popping off one of the many times. You can see him jumping out here so he doesn't go down while he's low, and then returning for an extra kill. Rammus, there's nowhere to go. You know, you zig and you zag. Some nice mouse movement there, but nothing left in the tank.
And really, it does feel appropriate that the duo with, you know, some of the champions we expected to be more difficult. In the likes of Rakan, I was very impressed.
I like the Lux.
By Rakan.
This one with the Lux backwards that we were watching, as well as the Taliah wall in the same spot was quite dynamic, I have to say. And that
dynamic is a great word for it. It's a very, very kind, very forgiving word for what we saw there. Dynamic.
That was a good attempt here. You know, in the many choices for comebacks, trying to get that flank play in, coming in with the surprise, just not quite enough power there.
Yeah, and it feels. Once again, I do also want to give, you know, like some credibility to Red Team. They had a lot of difficult moments. It's difficult to come back from that. It was exciting.
They've grown from the experience.
Yes, but that was enough from the Tandem match. We are stronger as a duo now than we've